What is happening, peeps, and welcome to a new review video. So this time we have Army of the Dead, the newest Netflix original flick from Zack Snyder after he gave us that magnificent piece of art, his version of the Justice League, which I'm going to do a review on, or more like a comparison review between his version and Joss Whedon's version. But that's going to be later on. And right now we're just going to review Army of the Dead, and to be honest, it was an entertaining movie. I liked it. And I even saw it twice, one time on myself and the other time with my family, but then it wasn't, let's say, a memorable one. There's just too many obvious plot holes or unanswered questions in this one that you're just going to be wondering in the end. To be honest, I didn't know anything about this movie when I first saw. I don't know if it was based on a comic or cartoon or whatever. I just saw the movie as it is, and all I know is that there's going to be another part coming out, which was Army of Thieves, and it's a prequel to this one, but that's all I knew about it. And overall, I had fun, and that was it. It didn't have anything very special about it, apart from the fact that it was directed by Zack Snyder, because I love his movies, and also because with all the zombie movies and vampire movies and series that keep coming out, it's becoming very repetitive, really. It kind of put me off from watching zombie movies anymore. And this one, it had some good cast, especially with Hiroyuki Sanada and Omari Hardwick and Dave Bautista as well. These are faces that I love to see in movies. Coming then to the plot holes or the parts that I mentioned that got me just thinking. First of all, in the opening scene, which was overall great. It was fantastic, and it was just powerful and adrenaline pumping all the way until the opening credit scene, after the zombies attacked and just wreaked havoc on Las Vegas. But then from the very first part of that opening scene, when we see the gate where the trucks were coming out of, and right there in the sky we see those two lights which kind of appear like they're stars in the beginning, but then all of a sudden they just move too fast, they just go off screen. And to be honest, I didn't even notice that when I saw the movie in the beginning until I saw a video on YouTube from Think Story, and I love that channel. They have some great content. They pointed that one out. When I watched the movie for the second time, I noticed them as well. That was one of the parts that wasn't elaborated, and I didn't really understand what was it for. The other part as well was about the hibernating zombies or sleeping zombies. When the team gets into the closed area in Las Vegas, and the first type of zombies we see are those hibernating zombies that are piling up on top of each other, and we get an info about them there saying that they would start moving whenever they're exposed to rain or water. And naturally, for the viewer after that, we would think that we're going to see them later on, you know, let's say in a scene probably near the end when the team gets what they want and they're chased by a horde of normal zombies, and on the way before they get to the entrance, or which would be the exit for them at that time, it would start raining, and then these zombies would rise up and things would start getting more complicated for them. But then we don't get anything like that, and the only thing we see from that scene was just that info, and it's just forgotten after that until the end of the movie. And then also the other part about, I don't know what you would call them, but robot zombies or magical zombies or whatever those was or were, that was just another part as well. Like, we just see some zombies that are killed and we see blood coming out of their heads, but then we see other ones with blue liquid or fluid or blood or whatever it is, and some of them even have sparks, which kind of symbolize that they're robots. Where do these zombies come from? What do they have? You know, what's so special about them that make them bleed in a different way? All of these aspects, of course, for me, like, put down the level of entertainment that I was feeling or I wanted to feel for the movie, to be honest. Then comes the traitor in the movie. That part was also very obvious. The moment he appeared and opened his mouth, he was just a giveaway. He was just too obvious to not notice, you know. It was just, okay, that guy's going to betray them later on. So a lot of parts in this movie just seemed cliche, not explained much, too many plot holes. It was entertaining, but I would say if some of these parts or these parts were either not there or explained, it would have made the movie much better. Until now, I know there are a lot of people still talking about it. A lot of theories are coming out, and people are trying to link it to other movies from Zack Snyder. I don't want to get into details to it. It's just too much to talk about these things or to get into the details of it. But overall, I would say it was entertaining. It's not a movie that you would easily get bored with. And the action scenes were brilliant. They were adrenaline pumping, I would say. And the CGI was very good as well. So there was a good balance in the end. And I would give it 6 popcorns out of 10. And we'll see maybe later on in the coming part, Army of Thieves, there might be more of explanations to some of the things that we didn't understand, or at least for me that I didn't understand in the part before. But we will see how these things play out. But for the aspects that I mentioned, if there's anything that you guys would like to elaborate or explain, or even add on your own thoughts or ideas or opinions on it, please drop them in the comments below. I would very much love to hear your thoughts on this. And until I see you guys in the next video, thank you for watching, stay safe, and peace out.